everyone. This is James. Welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to bring in an energy for all of us. For those that are new, I never know who it's going to be. I kind of just keep my channel open, and whatever's for the highest good and greatest joy of this moment is what comes through. The one thing I'll always say for everybody is use your own discernment. The one thing I used to do that I've been working on is that lots of times I would hear somebody say something, and I'd jump into it with excitement, and I'd be like, "Yes, that's exactly it." And what can happen with that is that when we jump into something either from fear or excitement, or jump into anything that is not from a neutral perspective, we kind of get a little blinded because then we're not standing in a place where we can see, in this case, we'll just say 360. It's a lot more multidimensional than that. But then we can kind of lose our center when that happens. And yeah, so for me, what I do now is when I hear anything, I listen, I really go beyond the mind into the heart and just try to see how the message or the frequency of the message resonates on a deeper level. And then I'll immediately know if it's a yes or a no. And both are perfect, but I just know what uh, to take in and what to discard. So for your consideration, that's something that definitely works for me. And yeah, let's see who comes through. And if you have any comments or questions as this happens, please leave them in the comment box. That way I can even follow up with this energy maybe next time, or even while I have some time to myself, I can always tap into it again and then respond. And hopefully I can address your questions. Okay, let's see who wants to come through. We are from the High Council of Andromeda. The High Council is just a fancy title for an oversight committee. One, in our case, that oversees various planetary decisions for the well-being of our planet. Our council has been quite involved with Mother Earth's journey. She has been through many different iterations thus far, taking on various incarnations. These incarnations have served for a multitude of reasons. Most of which have been for exploration, in some cases, experimentation. For she holds many different dimensional constructs, all within one container. This does not make her unique per se, as many other planets do the same. But it is how she holds it that makes this unique. For this construct can only allow for specific types of energies and species to inhabit it. And what this does for Mother Earth is it creates an anchor point. An anchor point that holds her in certain densities, a certain vibratory resonance. that does not allow her the capacity to move beyond this density until it is cleared. And by this density, we are referring to the one that you are currently inhabiting, which is called by you the third dimension. She is in the process of releasing this anchor. For as she continues to expand and evolve, she needs to have more space. And in order to do so, the more dense energies or planes of consciousness will need to break up. Will need to move into a higher frequency. This is what humans are experiencing at this very moment. For they also hold anchors. A density by which allows them to have the experience that you are having at this moment. It is quite interesting, for this density offers many unique experiences. Beyond what is seen in most planets, in most star systems. However, it can also be seen as a limitation, depending on how the experience is being realized. And so we commend Mother Earth. We commend all of the humans and all of the other beings that are playing in this field of consciousness. For it is an interesting realm to experience in, to participate in, to volunteer to be a part of. Here in Andromeda, we are not held or constrained by these architectures, by these dimensional constraints. And this is okay. This is a part of our experience. This is a part of what we have chosen. This is a part of how our species coexists with the planets by which we inhabit and the experiences by which are expressing through us and around us and for us. More and more shifts are coming in Mother Earth's gravitational pulls. For the north and south are beginning to dance in different directions. They are going to soon change places. While this shift will take hundreds, if not thousands, of your years, what will continue to change within this planet's environment are a shifting of the weather patterns, are a intensity of what you call natural disasters. This will continue to happen until the world by which you currently reside on or within will not look the same. For where there was land, there will be water. And where there was water, there will be land. This change has happened many different times throughout Mother Earth's incarnations, Mother Earth's evolutionary cycles. This is a part of her own evolution. For as these shifts and changes occur, she is able to release the anchors that hold her in various dimensional constructs. This is very similar to what is, again, happening to you, humans. You're going through your own evolutionary cycles. And in turn, these anchor points within are releasing. And as they release, they are being felt throughout various aspects of your fields. And as they are being felt, they come up to be transmuted. However, what is fascinating, again, about the human and your participation here on this planet's Mother Earth are the architectures and blueprints by which your experience was created for each and every one of you. For within the mental construct, what compounds your experience is that as these energies come up to be felt, to be transformed, there are different layers, almost like firewalls, that prevent these energies from just flowing seamlessly through. For your programs were created in a way that you begin to tell stories. You begin to attach to. And for your consciousness has not reached a point where you have transcended the idea of death. You become rooted into various fear constructs that anchor your consciousness, your depth of understanding into a more dense awareness, which can prohibit your ability to see beyond these programs, or what you also call beyond the veil. However, we will say that beyond this, there is much support that is around you at all times. In addition to your guides and other beings like us, the Andromedans, there is also planetary assistance. For Mother Earth has many, what you may call friends and allies throughout this star system and well beyond. For they all contribute and lend their support of each other, as Mother Earth is helping out many other planets, many other beings and species beyond what is just here. And in addition, they are supporting her. For all of these energies on some level are benefiting from each other. We hesitate to use the word learn, for this is more of an organic dance between these energies. There isn't the need to understand or to process or to somehow filter. For this is not the construct by which Mother Earth and many of these other planets have been created. And so we say to you, congratulations thus far on your journey. Continue to go deeper beyond what the mind is telling you. Move into this deeper knowing and understanding. As these more dense energies come up to be seen, to be transformed. Now you have a bigger picture as to what exactly is taking place. You can just think of yourselves as a boat that has been anchored for thousands of years. And now with the currents changing and the winds moving and everything shifting, that anchor is no longer able to hold. It is coming up for the boat and ships to now sail. This is very much what is happening to all of you and to Mother Earth. Be patient. Allow these energies to move through. Learn to dance in all densities, and soon you will set sail. But there is no energy on this planet that will not. There is no energy that will be left behind. For as the currents move in the new direction, all anchors will be released at some point. We thank you for this transmission. Good day. That was a very, oh man. 1 second. It's interesting. When I do this work, I still have a very physical reaction. Like I see people that can just stand still, and I've not gotten to that point yet. And I'm not sure that who knows? I used to move a lot, but now I can just feel it physically once this energy steps out. That was a very different, it was a very non-emotional energy, is the way it felt. It felt, yeah, just pretty matter of fact. Like, this is what we see. This is what we have seen. This is where humans and Mother Earth are moving into and what they are experiencing. I had heard about the poles shifting in another channel before. I had heard a lot of things about that I'll definitely do another time. Um, and I think we're already starting to see this. We're already starting to see the weather patterns change. Uh, and once these poles shift, and it's just a part of her life cycle, uh, it will change everything. It will change how we are experiencing everything here. And I've done other channels before about the future humans. I've channeled. They were six-dimensional beings, and uh, and how we're going to be inhabiting different planets in the next 100 years, 50 to 100 years. So, and we're already talking about colonizing Mars. Whether that happens or it doesn't happen, it's just not a coincidence that these things are starting to appear. And I have also been shown many times about our different star beings that are going to start revealing themselves, and that this is something that's already happened, and that there are different government agencies that are aware of this and have been communicating with these beings for quite some time. But for whatever reason, their need to feel like they need to control and how it would just change societal beliefs and constructs, which it would, of course, that they've wanted to keep it contained. And so I think that's why you see now just always seeing stuff almost daily now, whether it's on YouTube and stuff about UFO sightings and people interacting with these different beings. So I'm looking forward to that fully being disclosed. And again, there are many different, in the same way, of course, humans have their own spectrum of densities. All these different star beings have the same thing. And so there are different beings in different dimensional spaces. A lot of them that I'm assuming that are being seen on television or the UFOs or in this astral realm, where they're able to transition between the third and the fourth. That's why we can't see most of them, because they're in the fourth density. Uh, but that's why it's surprising to me, because there are so many ships and beings around us always. And so the ones that are wanting to be seen, I just scratch my head a little bit. So I have to tap into that more, because they have the technology to not be seen. as most of them aren't. But it'll be interesting because I think most of those are fourth dimensional beings. So anyways, I would love to hear your comments. And yeah, thank you. I look forward to doing another channel soon.